Goroth, who is an orc captain of Saruman's Uruk-hai, and his orcs are sitting on the plain outside of Helm's Deep, also known as the Hornburg. He is watching the end of the siege, or so he thinks. He is pleased to how his orcs performed in this battle. He hears the sound of a battering ram hitting a door. The fortress will fall soon, he thinks. All of a sudden he hears a crash. The battering ram must have broken down the door. He then hears the sound of a mighty horn being blown and looks up to see some orcs are retreating out of the fortress. They are screaming something he cannot make out. He sees a line of horsemen have sortied from the fortress, followed by their remaining foot soldiers. They are led by their king, Theoden. They are going to die, but Goroth appreciates their bravery and loyalty that Theoden's men are showing him. Once again, the horn blows. This time, it is answered from on top of a hill behind them. On the hill, he sees 3 men on horseback, one of them blowing a horn, one in a white cloak, carrying a staff, and a tall, strong, regal-looking individual. Suddenly, he is worried. The riders of Rohan are supposed to be 300 leagues away, but they are even now pouring down the hill. There are thousands upon thousands of them. He is watching the rear guard trying to form up, but they are just not moving fast enough. The general should be there to command them. He must have died when Theoden and his men first sortied out of wherever they were in the fortress. Also, the sun is in their eyes. Also, the staff of the man in the white cloak is enhancing the blinding power of the sun. The horsemen run right through them like a hot knife through butter. He orders his men to follow him. He is going to head for the mountains. This battle is lost. He must save his orcs if he can. The riders catch up to and surround and protect Theoden. Goroth notices this as they climb the hill. A rider notices them and a squadron of 20 riders follow them. They are running as fast as they can to try to get away. 3 days later, Goroth with a few of his surviving orcs that were under his command at Helm's Deep, and they are all running for their very lives, trying to escape the riders of Rohan who are in hot pursuit of them. They go over the mountains behind the fortress of Helm's Deep. They are constantly fighting off the riders of Rohan as they try to escape them in every gully, at the top and bottom of every hill. They stop to fight and then they run some more. There are maybe half a dozen orcs left in what was once a party of 25 orcs only 2 days before. Goroth looks around and says to Magath, his second in command, "A Kalne Yukaval Bone Falawan afar of how triple damned and horrugmen are we still being followed by those triple damned horsemen?" "No, Goroth," answers Magath, and then they run some more. At last, after 2 solid days plus on the run, Goroth announces, "Giakbe before Kalne Fiddlepik Lauk of Avhum of Avhov Lauk of Lodai. Believe we finally lost those horsemen at that last ridge. We finally beat them off. The orcs are tired, very tired, as well as hungry, thirsty, and scared. These orcs are very new to being in fear. They are much more used to causing it. They do not like the feeling of fear at all.